So definitely check them out. And perfectly timed because we are off.
Hell yeah. It's the good old geyser time.
Yeah, so there is a power cell cutscene skip, the first one, but neither of them went for it. Only saves about 3 seconds if you do it perfectly, and right at the beginning of the run, it's really not worth the reset.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, it's actually kind of hard trick.
Yeah, definitely a hard trick. I think 6 actually found a way to skip the Scoutfly cutscene using a similar trick, but that's definitely not faster than just picking it up.
Yeah. But it would be interesting to see if it could actually say, oh no.
You hate to see it. Is he gonna swim around or is he gonna die?
It looks like he's gonna swim around.
Yeah. Oh no. Luckily he wasn't the first person to do that in the tournament, so I don't... not as embarrassing. Yeah, so falling off that bridge, if you drop an input when you're falling over that gap, if you don't notice it right away, it's very hard to save, and if this wasn't a tournament, you'd have to reset and start again.
Yeah, it's really unlucky if that happens.
Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring,
Yeah, no, he's playing it safe now.
make yourself useful. My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see from that, this game's very movement optimized. So in order to get from like point A to point B, you need to know how to space out your punches, rolls, and roll jumps. And like getting up ledges. The difference between like top level and low level runners is when it comes to like getting up ledges, you'll see spins, I guess, which lose a little bit of time each time you do it, but so you want to be able to know like which ledges you can jump up or which ledges you can't, and the more optimized your movement, obviously the quicker you're going. A good example is where LouiGi is now coming up to this little cliff. You'll see that when he's on this ledge, roll jumps up that ledge, high jump, yeah, just very good movement spacing out.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about.
So let's see how the fish game will be.
Bite out of me fishing rig. Another gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a
I'll wait for someone to root out Misty and fish. Just
It's your breath.
You think you can do better?
That would be a great time.
River fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power set if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters.
so fish game is probably one of the only like major spots that rely on like RNG, because
there are 2 types of good
it's
fish to catch.
random basically whether you get good fish or bad fish.
5-pound fishies. If you miss 20
Which is, you need more yellows, and if you don't get any yellows, you can lose like up to 20-30 seconds compared to good fish.
Poisonous eels in this river. Catch even a
Probably
one of
more.
them boogers, and you'll poison the whole
But yeah, something probably around that time.
Steady boy.
It can definitely be brutal at the end.
Here comes a big one. Steady boy.
Does not look very good for LouiGi. Getting a lot of greens. Like a lot of greens.
Really a lot of things, yeah.
Wow. I don't think he got a single yellow.
Steady boy.
It still ended up being about mid-80s, so kind of average to be honest, but I think that was a strong start, bad finish for the first half.
What was like a good fish when eel phase starts around 140? Something
Yeah,
around that, right?
140. You ideally want about 170 coming out with eels.
Hold steady. You're almost there.
Yeah, a lot of people really hated this minigame as like when they've grown up the game, but I genuinely think Rats was worse in Boggy Swamp.
Here's the power
Yeah.
promised.
Rats is like
My boat at the village
really pain.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have fish game in no LTS than actually the Rats game.
Karnet had a really bad fish, but he got like 30 worth in eels. 40, so. Oh, trust me, I used to run Hundo. It's painful anyway.
Like, that can go so much wrong. Really much pain. But I still wanna have the endless Rats game.
There's the Impossible Rats game, if you wanted to try that.
Wait, there is?
Yeah, if you
No.
clip out of bounds on like really low life and start the rat game and die at the same time, you are in the rat game but you don't have any yellow eco.
Oh,
So the first rat just comes up and eats the snack and game over.
well, that's not that satisfying.
Hey, Temple, coming up to the first boss of the game. Theoretically, you can miss this boss, but it opens up blue eco vents. The boss doesn't open up the blue eco vents, but you have to defeat the boss as well, and that makes some levels like Fire Canyon and the beach so much faster. And you're coming up this way for the scout flies on the tower and the top of tower cell anyway, so you might as well dive in and spend a couple of minutes to grab these. So Luigi's gonna go for something called quick. I think it's a quick bite or bite skip. Either way, he's gonna roll jump over as quickly as possible and try and kill the boss. Yeah, so he got quick bite. Normally on the first phase, the plant boss like jams his head down like that, but if you go quick enough or like time it right, you can skip that. And he got the quick version of that where he just instantly managed to get him into its damaged state.
But actually, if I remember correctly, you don't have to kill him anymore. With the one skip that Six Rock actually showed. Like where you can get out of bounds with the jump pad.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can do that, but then you've got to reload the like outside of Forbidden Jungle area, and that load takes a very long time. I didn't see if Karnet got quick bite or not.
Alright, he did.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay. And I was gonna say, you skip out on the plant boss power cell as well. So
Oh yeah, right.
that out of bounds has been known for a bit, but you only end up with a half-loaded Forbidden Jungle.
I feel
Finally
it all
got the
today.
LouiGi boosted.
So LouiGi is now in the best level of the entire game. Totally not.
It's definitely not the worst.
That's true. Spider Cave is worse.
Yeah, I'd agree. Boggy Swamp used to be up there, but with the new route it looks really sick.
It does. That is actually true. LouiGi is popping off recently. That's actually great to see. So big dubs to LouiGi.
The thing you want to look out for in this level is their like specific movement that they're doing. It's all to set up cycles on the Zeppelins that will be coming up in a minute. After this really hard roll jump that LouiGi's just about to do. That looks way too far right, but he got it. That's good. Yeah, so right with there, can't it just punched way off to the right in order to climb up that rock? And that's to unload and reload a certain Zeppelin so that when it is flying around it should overlap with another one.
But one roll jump that LouiGi did, or Khalid is about to do, to get to the scout fly, that roll jump killed so many runs.
Yeah.
But he got it. Nice.
Yeah, and you see LouiGi had two of the lurkers kind of stacked on top of each other. That's the manip that you want to do. And that cuts off basically half of this driving around.
And he got all three.
Yeah.
And that is unlucky.
Yeah. Pilot's having a bit of trouble. He's not gonna have time to get. Oh no, he died.
No.
So yeah, I was gonna say he's resetting up for death cycle, but he has just died, so he could probably have gone straight for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the annoying thing, like, it's probably better that he died there rather than like hitting a bomb later on, because once you die, all of the Zeppelins respawn. And
that would probably be a reset if it wouldn't be a marathon run.
And he has missed one of the Zeppelins, so he is going to have to come back to this side to pick that up at some point. So, and LouiGi's coming up to the first like important boosted. You see, he just walks off the ledge before doing an uppercut, and you get a lot more distance than you normally would. And he got a ledge grabless as well.
Which we'd love to see.
Definitely. Oh no! Can't no! Oh, this game seems super dark.
It really is.
LouiGi's had so much trouble on those top lines. It's the water roll jump as well, is messing him up.
Oh, we got sniped. I'm glad he is on 2 HP though.
Yep. Alright, coming up to the boosted.
And got.
Nice.
I don't really remember. Are the birds actually kinda RNG?
Kind of, yeah. I don't really know how they work, but all I know is that 50 Hz on PAL copies does mess it up a lot.
I knew I'm playing the wrong version then.
Well, if you've got PAL, just switch it to 60 Hz.
That sounds like a plan. Should consider doing that.
Yeah, while they're going through, they both, I believe, have a certain copy of the game, which Mug's just finding a guide for, hopefully. Right at the very end, there's a possibility of a very big skip, which is only possible on certain versions of the game. If you have like a red label or I think there's a rare PAL copy, but I think I think all PAL. Well, actually, I'm wrong. All PAL copies work fine, but if you've got an NTSC copy, the red labels don't work. Certain versions of the game don't have this skip. But yeah, it skips about 6 minutes.
So probably the most important skip.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm glad it exists.
I just can't believe how easy it was to like do. LouiGi is fine on all. He's got 237.
Oh
Ooh.
my! I hope the poor dear's okay.
That really is
Here's a power cell for your
pretty
power.
good though.
No, no! No, 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 no!
Yeah, you could do V2, but I don't think anybody wants to do that.
It's the cute, Mom.
Wait, how does the V2 actually work again?
See any feathers here?
You really precisely stand on top of one of the sage cages, and then you can just climb up the arm that's holding it, and then jump up and grab one of the rotating things.
Okay, that really sounds bad.
Yeah, you gotta get a really precise standpoint.
So LouiGi about to finish Sandover, not Sandover, bro. Sentinel Beach. That's what it's called.
Oh, the muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
I remember on my first no LTS runs, I actually forgot to bring back the moves. And I was wondering why LTS wasn't open. Not LTS, man. LavaTube wasn't open.
Oh wow, that's... You went through like, what? Do you not have like... well, I guess under your first runs you wouldn't know this how counts.
Yep.
Yeah, oh no.
Was
it
just
could be
sitting there
worse.
like, where is it?
It could be worse. I know somebody forgot to even pick up the Muse in this tournament.
Present to me 120 precursor orbs.
Okay, that's actually way worse.
It was in qualifying. I don't think...
For your gift, another power cell is yours.
I'm not going to name drop Zed. It's fine.
But to be honest, it also happened to me once.
You have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
But I still thought it's a great idea to get it. Was a good run.
Okay, coming up to Fire Canyon. A little bit of cleanup in Sandover. Oh wow. Carnet's opting to get a few more orbs there. He only got what, like 2-3 more orbs at the cost of actually having to save the game?
Great!
Yeah.
You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield.
I don't think that was
now
worth
be
it.
careful. The
But,
shield will
whatever.
only protect your zoomer till it reaches 500 degrees, so try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees and it's over. Over? Like burning molten metal over? The fire canyon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's temperature quickly. Oh, and when you get across, don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
Yeah, so Luigi's just going to be holding X for the next minute and a half, and not really a lot to say in this level. The temple that he got opened up some of these Blue Eco vents, but
It's definitely not one of the most intense levels. I mean, it can be a bit intense when you start learning the game. Or like the speedrun itself.
yeah, you got the heat shield you need to keep an eye on, but as long as you pick up a couple of balloons on the way, it's not really a massive thing to worry about. Okay, so should probably explain what that was. So LouiGi managed to hit the button and trigger the Blue Sage cutscene while also pausing at the same time, and by doing that he managed to save load out of the cutscene, like kind of trigger area. So he got all of the benefits of having the portal open, but the cutscene never actually played. It's still there. So immediately afterwards he had to do another pause buffer, so where he managed to delay the pause input by having the HUD come up at the same time, so that he could go through that bubble that triggers the cutscene in order to bypass it and get to the rest of the game. Now that bubble is still going to be there at the end. Well, I say at the end, after this level. So on the way to LPC, you've got to carefully move your camera out of the way. So you'll see that a bit later, pointed out.
So Luigi is about to do my least favorite part of this level. Good old plants.
Oof, yeah, plants are not fun.
But it looks like he's about to get a one cycle. Missed one plant.
That's the worst.
At least I was in a one. The other ones are... well... they can hurt.
Beware of the dark light, for it has twisted the fate of one of you. Bring me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain. Here is another power cell for your quest. For your sacrifice, I offer you a power cell.
I'm actually glad that Luigi came out of Basin with enough orbs. So and there's what Rosa explained before, he has to look like away or towards the blue hut to not get the cutscene.
Yeah, the bubble's actually triggered by the camera being inside of it, so rather than Jak being in a certain place, you want to move the camera location like away from it. God, it's not having good plans.
Ooh.
The LPC is probably one of my favourite levels. It's got so many nice tricks in it.
Yeah, LPC is definitely a really good level though.
No, don't load cut. Oh, okay. The card hit pause too early, I think, for the... There is a way of skipping that cell cutscene. And he almost loaded out without picking up the last skull play.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think you can recover quickly enough for that.
Now he has to go back.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, I was about to say. Luigi is taking the death to get full life for a puzzle skip, which is actually a really cool skip.
Oh, I love the swag that he tried by getting the water hop there.
That was a clean hop.
Yeah, now we're coming up to piggyback skip, which is one of the coolest looking glitches, or like clips out of bounds, in this level at least. They stand on this guy, clip out of bounds. And by doing all of that, you get probably the last power cell in the game if you do it casually, and you get to skip this whole like auto scroller section.
I'd say for beginners this is actually one of the hardest skips.
Yeah, but one of the hardest like proper sequence breaks that isn't like a random boosted in Spider Cave, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, Karnak caught up a lot actually.
We really did.
We actually found embarrassingly late that you get a higher jump out of the water if you just tap X rather than holding it, and that makes that trick so much easier because you need the height out of the water to grab the ledge. Speaking of height, Luigi just jumps over the wall by you with the momentum from the vent.
And also pause buffers this the cell to not get the elevator up, or not the elevator, the dark eco, and so you have to go all the way up.
I think you can just die if afterwards. It manages to skip a cutscene though that plays afterwards.
Oh yeah, right. Forgot about that.
Now coming up to Boggy, which has like a super cool new route, and we'll see if any of these guys actually go for it. I think Luigi might still go for the new-ish skip, but see if he actually does the full route.
It's definitely one of the coolest route changes for Boggy.
I'm going to be back in 2 seconds.
Alright. So yeah, let's see if he actually does it. And it kinda looks like that Karnak is actually catching up to LouiGi, so that's gonna be interesting. Wait, did LouiGi take damage, so he's on 1 HP and has to go all the way around it, or? I feel like I kinda missed that. Oh yeah, he did. It looks like Karnak is going for a new route. And it also looks like that he got it. Nice. So Luigi is about to get the last power cell in Boggy to finish it off. And Carnet is actually really close to catching up. So Luigi is now completely done with, or almost completely done with Boggy. Because he has to go back one more time, I guess. Except he does Lava Walk, which technically would be faster. Oh yeah, and what he did is Boulder Skip, which is Carnate is currently going for. So you basically do an extended, I guess, or a boosted around the boulder to get a slightly standpoint on the edge to go around the boulder. The wall come back. And basically he skips the boulder with that and also the entire cutscene. And Luigi is currently going for idle deload. Or also claw skip.
It's claw skip by doing idle deload.
Oh yeah, right.
So basically, the game... No, so basically, there's two levels, and like that gets stored in the game. One is your stored level, and the other one is the loaded level. So by watching the cutscene at the beginning of Mountain Pass with Claw, you store that level. Then, if you go into a certain part, like just far enough into Boggy, the closest checkpoint in Mountain Pass, which is your stored level, is the one that's past Claw. And then by interrupting the idle animation, by at this point just holding down an X, the game tries to load, tries to see what level is stored, and then loads your checkpoint at that. But if you're in a different level, it just completely unloads that level and sets you to the same checkpoint. It's more complicated than that, and I kind of simplified it, but yeah.
Basically the game gets confused.
Oh, I hate that stuff. There are better explanations out there, so I probably confused everybody more.
I mean, your explanation was way better than one that could have come from me. Mine would probably be way too much confusing at the end.
I mean, runners don't have to know why it works. We just got to know that it does work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. So, and Luigi is going for a backward cell. Which is... yeah, a trick I don't really like. Because... it's pain getting up there.
Yeah, you just got to time the spin right, but the timing's pretty precise. And now that Luigi's picked up Blue Eco, the timing's actually slightly different. But he gets it.
Nice. On the second try, actually.
Yeah. Now coming up to his Red Sage cutscene skip, which is the most fun.
Yeah.
So similar to the Blue Sage cutscene skip, what we're going to do is we're going to buffer into this button so that we get all the benefits of it. But this time we're going to die. So when we unpause, the cutscene is now actually playing, but because we die immediately, it counts as having watched the full cutscene. So there's no cutscene bubble in this case. And there are a couple of ways to do that with the Blue Sage as well, but it's just quicker just to pretend it doesn't exist. Anna. Yeah, easy for these
Let's
guys.
go. So now it's time for the most fun level. I mean, it's not that bad of a level, but it has some stuff in it that makes it not that nice. For example, the booster to the robot. That big thingy.
I mean, there are a couple of other ways of doing this that don't involve doing this booster that's coming up. As far as I'm aware, this is the quickest method.
Yeah.
And, well, let's say this way, doing it with Blue Eco would be quicker, but that does, again, make it much harder. That looks good. Yeah.
You got it nice.
Zoom or no zoom? That is the question. Yeah, you missed that. You missed that blue stage, and you either got to climb all the way back up or just go round, do it a different way. But both of those options not great. Oh, Karnat's doing the boost strat.
And he also got it.
Yeah. So Karnat's got Blue Eco now, which is going to help him with picking up the stabilize in a second, because he doesn't even have to like ground pound them, he can just be next to them and he gets them teleported to him. Oh, until he rolls straight into some Dark Eco. So the room that Luigi's coming up to has like a lot of cycles that you need to be aware of. So it looks like he's got quite a good one. If he, yeah, okay. Do you want to have yellow eco in order to hit this crystal off screen? Yeah, you see how that yellow eco shot.
Oh no.
So no, he's going to do it again now because it didn't blow up. But oh, is he aware? Oh, he's just going to swim, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see the crystal that the yellow eco got magnetized to. And if Karnit doesn't mess this up, they're like next to each other. Wow, close race. This dark cave is... LouiGi, you need that cell. Dark cave is not to be messed with. It's one of the hardest parts, especially to go quickly on. Yeah, both taking a little safe there. And with that, Karnit's overtaken. LouiGi waited for the lift.
Oh,
LouiGi!
no. And that's the bad part about Dark Cave. It only has that one checkpoint.
Yeah. LouiGi has famously not done well in Spider Cave. Yeah, he gets it. Okay, we're good. And now Karnit's going to be picking up one more cell in VC, and then he's going to best level in the game.
I highly agree.
I'm glad.
I mean, it's just the best level.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
So, taking this gondola up to Snowy Mountain, and I imagine most people here have probably already seen runs of this, but if not, it's worth watching. It's done mostly not as you would expect.
And to be honest, that makes it even better.
Yep. But it is also one of the longest levels.
Yeah.
Rolled by the snowball, but that doesn't matter because there's a Death Orb coming up very soon. Okay, well now he's got to be careful.
Yeah.
And LouiGi's just starting. So this is a chance for LouiGi to catch up again. That there is some time saves that could go either way depending on runner's skill / luck. Like this one right here that Karnit's going for. Second try though.
It's probably one of my least favorite tricks in Snowy.
Yeah, it's not fun. But that opens up the fortress for Bell and 2 scout flights. But before that, we're gonna skip this entire little puzzle by doing a precise uppercut. So he actually uppercutted around an invisible wall, which stops you from just sliding up that bit there. Oh, he went for a skip just there, which rockets him up into the air, which should skip this little wall climb that he's going to do. Maybe we'll see Luigi get it. And this is the part which breaks this level apart. So by coming back and jumping around this invisible wall with Flut, we can do the rest of the level on him. Her? It. And it makes these blockers a lot easier. It's just faster movement in general. By ground pounding you get a larger hitbox. You can get this cell by just ground pounding it. Yeah, Luigi I think went for the uppercut as well, but didn't quite get it. Oh, and he roll jumped over that ice bridge. Yeah. So Carnot just did another little time save where by standing on top of the
Oh, that was close. Wait, did Luigi get a one blocker there?
I don't think he got either of them.
Sadly, there is this one chance where you can stand on the edge of it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he didn't got it.
Yeah, I'm thinking he saw that though. Yeah, the downside of Flut is Flut physics plus ice physics are interesting.
Yeah.
So he ground pounded it again and didn't get it. He's not having fun. It just made that ice pillar look easy. Oh no. Okay. I can't remember who it was. Somebody got stuck right where Carnot just did and just could not escape from it and died. So, two things to talk about. Luigi first. Luigi's hopefully gonna turn his camera, deload that cell, and manage to pick it up without actually watching the cutscene. And he has exactly 240 orbs. And what Carnot's gonna do is just jump into the void here. Except by jumping far enough out, you manage to skip the void trigger, and then if you pull back in enough, you can get the loading trigger for this level. And
oh no!
This is what I mean by ice physics and... Oh, that could have gone so badly as well.
Power cell is the reward.
Yeah, Luigi had the choice at this point to go back and get Flut or do the rest of this on foot. And at this point, doing it on foot is quicker, but pardon me, sorry, sneezing. Still not, as quick. Yeah, there was a way to skip back and get that power cell by standing on a pole and doing that, but he was also missing a couple of blockers, so he had to go back and get those as well. Another downside is you can't do that Flut skip that we saw. There is a harder version where you can boost it out of bounds just to your left now. It doesn't look like he's going for it, yeah. And that only would save about 7 or 8 seconds if you got it.
Think we could look for a safer route to Gull Citadel? Look, I've released more cooling balloons into the tube.
Luigi in chat, fricks though.
And don't activate the teleport gate in the Yellow Sage's lab. We're counting on you.
Dude, if Carnet had a red label copy of this game, I would send him a copy of the normal version just so he could get a 53.
Hub free bad, no LTS bad.
Just the game's bad. Okay. So the level that Carnet's in and that Luigi's just going in is the namesake for this category. No LTS stands for no lava tube skip, and that is a lava tube skip is a trick where you can basically, with no power cells, well I guess 4, 5, I guess 5, you can skip the 72 cell requirement and come straight to Citadel, and the world record's like 16 minutes something. But yeah, this one you get to see all of the, well, most of the game, but all of the levels. And Carnet's just doing the trick, which skips 6 minutes and puts it right by the end exit. The 6 minutes? Mike would know more about it than I do. It was 6 minutes 7 years ago. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess it's 2 minutes if you do V2.
I'm gonna mute real quick.
Sure. Oh, Luigi's going for... So Luigi picked up 5 Blue Eco. Oh, I think he lost it though. Luigi just looks like he's only got 3 Blue Eco. Yeah, there's no way he's fast enough. And did he? It looks like he braked or like let go of X because he's got no Blue Eco now. I'm surprised he even made that jump. Anyway, final boss is one of the most disappointing final bosses in the Jak series. But there is a little bit of tech where you can use a launch pad by doing something called one frames. If you time a spin just right, you can get a low jump off of them, and it saves a bit of time by triggering the next checkpoint earlier. Looks like Carnet went for it but didn't quite get it.
So Karnit is about to finish the boss. Only has to pick up one white eco, or light eco.
Might stop that robot.
Yep, there's still the chance for him to die. Can't imagine who would die in final boss.
Okay, fine. We'll save the world, but do it
I gotta admit it also happened to me.
Oh no.
Way too often. So let's see if he gets a good spawn.
Yeah, not the worst. With the roll jump though. 101.31, that is not a bad time at all.
GG's.
Luigi didn't get the raw skip just then. So there's two cutscenes here and in last phase. It looks like he got one frame though. Yeah, where the boss just pulls back and roars into the air, and well, the easiest way to skip that cutscene is just be in the air and it can't trigger.
How much does it save again? Like, I don't know, 5 seconds or less?
What, the raw skip or the one
Yeah.
frame? Oh, like, depending on where you get it, none, but up to like 2-3 seconds.
Oh yeah. And he already got 2 of the 3 1 frames he can get.
Yeah.
And that one saves the most time.
Yeah, unfortunately you missed the last one. So no quick shot. Yeah.
They must not be allowed to get it! White Eagle! That could be the stuff to change me back! Or it might stop that robot. Stay fuzzy, save the world. Choices.
Kinda got a
Okay, fine.
glitched save file.
Save the world, but do it quickly before I change my mind!
Wait, does he?
It said 000000 for the date. Alright, Luigi with the worst possible spawn. 101.16. Very nice. 104.16.
GG's.
Sorry. GG's. Runners. Wow. That was a super interesting race. That.
It was a really, really cool one.
Yeah. Are we? I was gonna say, are we waiting for them to pull him in? Luigi, GG's on the run, man.
Thanks.
GG's.
As expected, Hub 1 went well, but then the problems.
Yeah, there's Spider Cave is your like nemesis, I think.
Yeah, LPC 2 got me some problems too, but like yeah, Spider Cave is just dumb. Like the way I died is so dumb between the platform and the.
Yeah,
for sure.
GG well, GG well played,
GG's gonna
Luigi.
Yeah, GG
GG's.
Kana with the win.
That was
GG's.
I was so tilted in the beginning. I fell in the waterfall.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw you
know.
were behind like by some, like yeah, quite some time, but I didn't know what happened. You fell like in geyser.
Yeah.
Oh.
I fell in geyser. My mental was like destroyed after that, but I pulled
But yeah,
through at the end.
you kept up with
Yeah.
like me, and you eventually got ahead because I suck.
Nah, you're a beast, man. This just hub 3, yeah. That's hub 3. Looks like your nemesis, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider Cave is annoying.
Yeah,
I
it is.
hate it as well.
But yeah, honestly, I'm not too mad because it was a good run until it wasn't anymore. But yeah, but like yeah, GG's to you. You 100% deserve it because you fought your nerves to actually keep up with me. So yeah.
GG, LouiGi, you're a beast, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, I'm facing Mike now. It should be easy.
Good luck.
Mike's easy. You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got this. Okay, yeah, I need to go eat, and GG's, well played, LouiGi.
Yeah, GG's.
And thanks for commentating, everyone. Rosary Mortis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for
Good luck,
the
man.
awesome race.
No problem. Alright, take care, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you in 4 p.m. 3 hours from now.
Yes,
Or,
yeah.
See you in a
or
bit.
2 hours.
Have a good one.
2 hours.
See
Yeah.
ya.
See ya.
Do I have time to like relax before my race?
Yeah, you got like 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
If you wanted to chill, I'll plug our sponsor if you wanted to.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and have a drink.
Alright.
See you
Yeah,
later.
go chill for a couple of minutes. But yeah, as LouiGi and Carnot said, up next we have LouiGi again playing Mike, and after that, in just over an hour and a half, we have Carnot coming back to play Six Rock. Both are going to be very awesome matches to see, so stick around for those. But also, Urban Arts Partnership is sponsoring us still, which is awesome. Definitely check them out. They are working to get people from lower income families and areas, and people of color, people of all kinds of walks of life into tech industries, which is definitely hard to do for that. And yeah, they're working really hard in order to do that, but they are super good at what they do. I can't remember the stats, like I looked them up a minute ago, but something like 100% of all people through this program get accepted into colleges and universities, which is insane. Yeah, so good. I'm glad I got that right. So yeah, they're doing awesome work for video game industries and tech and stuff like that. So check them out. And with that, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So see you guys then.